we started as of 2 weeks ago incorporating a fee for the Ask B, because time is money and B's energy is his energy is his time. So if y'all want a personal reading from him, he will drop his Cash App in the comments, and you guys can slide your payment in and ask your question. Happy Sagittarius season, love. Every Sagittarius I have met, I've loved. Love Sagittariuses. B is still fixating.
Wow.
Do you just want to keep it moving, or you want me to log and come back in?
I guess we can keep it moving. I can describe the cards and the situation if need be. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, that's right. So they can't see the cards when you pull. Okay. I didn't think about it.
You know that in numerology.
Hold on, I gotta restart again. It's like it's kicking me out.
There's a slight difference because 7 is more of a spiritual.
It's kicking me out, everybody. I don't know what's going on. You know? It's kicking me out of my own life. I don't get it. It's acting as if my profile is not my profile. That's what it's really acting like. That's what it's acting like, people. I don't know what's going on. It's been doing this for the past few weeks, but tonight has been like the icing on the cake for me. I don't understand what is going on. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's really acting like this is not my profile. It's really acting as if this is not my profile. Like I can't even take, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, I can't even take a picture. It's showing me how I could do reels.
No one's trying to attack you.
But I can't even make a post. That's the crazy thing.
No one's trying to attack you.
This is so weird. What in the world? Baby. I'm a no. I'm gonna see something. So I can only post for reels. Enter Sunday. It's made my whole profile. I have no idea what's going on. I had to uninstall Instagram. Literally had to uninstall it. It's weird. So weird. Eh.
They're like boring. No. What else? That the air signs that they're always in their head. You know, they're like air, like airy, airheads or whatever. No. So I don't like to go based off of like made up stereotypes. Yeah, it's usually the opposite sex for some reason. I guess because, like I said, it's the stereotypes that people have made up. Oh, are you trying to get on again? Let me see. Let me see.
Ooh.
And if it doesn't work this time, stereotypical keep it moving because people that just don't know what they're talking about. And if you what time is it? It's 11:32.
They do not
So
want me to get on this live tonight. It's interesting. It's so interesting. I'm going to go get my other phone. See if that works. But I have to get my charger because it was charging. Be right back, audience.
In your chart, you may have fire in your chart because you are more than just your sun sign. So it's possible that you have like fire in your chart. We have some air in your chart. We're all made up of the 4 elements. Creative energy join. Yeah, let's see if you can join from that page, B.
Baby.
And you can also get a birth chart reading done, Moxie, if you're curious to know how exactly or what exactly makes you up. I also do birth charts. The link is in my bio. See if you can join from that page, B.
I sent
the
the
only option I
request.
have now
I
is to wave at you.
sent the request.
I can't bring you on. All right, let's see. Maybe friends are on. There we go, Craig. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving the stand. Look at my bestie looking all scrumbly umptious. Oh, that boy fine. That boy is fine. You better scrunch your front. Now, wait a minute. How come it worked when you went to creative energy? I'm not understanding.
So a few minutes ago, when it went out, when the video went out again, I had to pull cards because I said, Spirit, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? Because it's happening again. Every time I'm using this device, what it does is it allows me to view the show as if I'm a viewer and not a co-host.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. Even to the point where I went to my personal page just to see if I could like take a picture or something. I can't even do that. So I don't know what's going on. So something that Instagram has done in Instagram world, and then the message of the card said something, and I said, "Oh, is this pertaining to me?" Because clearly my personal page is allowing me to go. So I said, "Well, if the people on my personal page need to see this, they need to see this."
That's what I was just saying. I was like, well, we have a lot more friends in common on this page, so it may have been a spirit-led move, you know, for you to just hop on this page because we have a lot of our college friends are on this page.
Yeah. So I was just like, what's going on? Like, okay, I will just use this page.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Well, I'm glad that you made it, Hunty.
Yes,
Let's go ahead
thank you.
Jump right into it, okay?
Okay.
If it's your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm actually Anya, an intuitive alchemist and energy reader, and I'm just here to help y'all heal. And we're healing with humor because laughter is always the best medicine. Talk to these people, B.
I am B. I am a goon. I am her bestie. And I am a instrument for spirit to use as spirit pleases. So you will see me operate in a multitude of gifts using a multitude of tools, but we are here to help you heal.
That's right. And I was showing the collective when you were trying to troubleshoot your Instagram that I cannot believe we are already getting ready to enter into 2026. Like, this planner that you got me, I have already filled it up. Like, I got paper, everything in it, and here we are preparing for 2026. I'm like, I can't even wrap my brain around it. I can't wrap my brain around it. How fast it came, right?
I was like, I felt like I just got my planner and it still has blank pages in it because I wasn't able to write anything in it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just stop buying planners because I'm like, I love them, but they don't love me.
To fill them up. Hi there. Hi, Edward. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We appreciate you. So if y'all peep the title, we are talking about Sagittarius season and how you guys can prepare for Sagittarius season, what you can expect the energy of Sagittarius season and how you can manifest during this season. Of course, you guys know that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, the planet of expansion,
AKA
higher learning. And this is the time for you guys to really think about your plans for the future, higher learning, what you guys want to learn, what you guys want to expand on, what you guys want to manifest and bring into fruition for the remainder of 2025, entering into 2026. So tonight we will be talking about that. And of course, we'll get into Ask B as we always do, where B puts tarot to the test and you can ask him anything under the sun, advice, love, career, even that strange dream you had last night. Or if you're getting, just so you know, you're getting guidance from a seasoned seer, okay? He is seasoned, and he is a seasoned psychic, a seasoned astrologer. So we will drop his Cash App in the comments for you guys to be able to slide your 1111 in there for him to answer your personal question. Now, he will do a general collective reading, but if you want a personal question asked, you will need to slide in his Cash App with that 1111, okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into tonight's topic. And if you guys are familiar with astrology, this is not going to be new to you guys. It's going to be just a refresher for you all. But if you're not familiar or seasoned with astrology, you will learn a lot tonight. So go ahead and get your snacks, your yak, sit back and relax. 40 minutes of Cards and Conversations is like 4 years of college. So get your pen and your paper ready.
Listen.
Because you guys will need to write these things down so you don't forget. Or you can just watch the replay. Whatever floats your boat. All right? So everybody here is here for the adventure, is here for the bold energy of Sagittarius. And even if you're not a Sagittarius sun, if you have Sagittarius in your chart, you are very much a Sagittarius, okay? Because I know Bessie is a Sagittarius moon, and that's why we see each other like this.
Moon and rising. And rising.
And rising. So that's why you may get mistaken for a Sagittarius, because your rising sign is your representative.
Yeah.
Your rising sign is what people meet before they meet your sun sign. So they meet your rising sign first, and that kind of like introduces them to your sun sign. So if you're a Sagittarius rising, people think that you're a Sagittarius sun. Now, the reason why B and I click like this is because he's a Sagittarius moon and rising. All right. Now, I'm a Sagittarius sun. So we have a soul connection because his moon is my sun. So B understands me on an astrological level, on an emotional level. Oh my God, on a ethereal level. We're right here with each other, right? So,
right here.
Like I said earlier, that makes a difference. If your best friend's sun is if your best friend's moon is your sun, or vice versa, all right? Or if they have any of the planets in the top 3 that are interchangeable, that makes a difference. All right, so
that's true.
Let's go ahead and get into it. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, blessings, abundance, and luck. If you know this, you know. Every Sagittarius I have met has been lucky. Shit, this just literally falls out the sky for them, and everything usually works itself out because we're ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck. Everything is bigger and better. That's why when you meet a Sagittarius, you're like, oh my God, their energy is just so bold, it's so big, it's so fiery, because we're ruled by the largest planet in the solar system. So we're going to be big. It's not intentional. It's just in our innate. It's just embedded in our DNA for us to be big with everything. Big energy, big personality, big things popping, right? So what is the vibe right now? Think bigger, move bigger, dream bigger. Think bigger, move bigger, dream bigger. And stop dimming your light just because someone else cannot level up. Do not dim your light just because someone else cannot level up and they haven't recognized their light. We are all meant to shine. Okay, as the poem says. Sagittarius says, don't apologize for anything except not living in truth. So if you're ready to step into the next chapter loud and proud and divinely guided, you're in the right place. So what are some of the things you can expect? Oh, I love Geminis. Another Gemini in the chat. I love Geminis. Welcome. What can you expect for Sagittarius season? Breakthroughs and clarity. You're about to see the truth in situations that you were once confused about. Sagittarius season exposes everything, lies, intentions, and your own hidden talents. So yes, you'll be able to see the truth in other people and within yourself. You'll be able to see your own truths, your strengths, your weaknesses, which you've been downplaying, which you've been hiding, which you have been hindering within yourself. You'll be able to see that during Sagittarius season. You'll have a burning desire to level up. No, I knew I was going to say that. My phone needs to cool down. I got to grab my fan. You'll have a burning desire to level up. You'll feel pulled towards self-growth. You'll feel pulled to really honor your talents, honor your truths, as well as your talents, but you'll feel pulled to dig deeper, go deeper, right? You may be pulled to enroll in school, higher education. You know, Jupiter also rules expansion, higher education. Anything that stretches your mind and your spirit. You may be called to do this during this time. Your divine protection around new beginnings, all right? This is one of the safest seasons to leap forward. The universe is cushioning your fall. So if you've been debating on whether or not you should move forward, why do I see myself moving slow, but my mouth is not moving? Yeah, I got to get my fan. Grab my fan because I think my phone is possibly overheating. One moment.
Yeah, girl, you child, she forgot that Sagittarius is all about that heat and fire. And there's too much fire up on this channel. I'm trying to tell y'all. And then we got all these Geminis blowing the fire, making it hotter in here. Come on. Y'all working with us tonight. I'm here for it. And I see your question, Edward. Like, whoo. Just know it's a journey. Just know it's a journey. You just got to take it in strides. And you have to, if you don't know if you have Sagittarius in your chart, I would try to see that because Sagittarius will help you with that. Because, like Bestie just was reading, that you will be able to see people. Sagittarius are not about the BS. We'll take a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not buying what you're selling. We're not. We see right through it. We're not buying it. So I would employ everybody to see if you got Sagittarius in your chart, because I guarantee if you could relate to what I just said, you have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart, even if it's an ounce of Sagittarius. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, we look right at you like, I know this fool ain't really trying to lie in front of my face when I see everything. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play your game too. Right.
You can see through the veil. And people don't realize that because remember, fire is ancient. Fire is just as old, if not older, than water. So Sagittarius, so fire signs in general are just as intuitive as water signs.
Fire illuminates things just like light. Fire carries light. So think of this.
People forget, they think, oh no, only water signs can see right through you. No, baby, fire illuminates in the dark, so we can see through you. Maybe not as quickly as a water sign, but when we start putting two and two together, oh, it's definitely adding up to 4. It's definitely adding up.
And we can't hide stuff either. That's the other thing. So it's just like, for people who cannot hide their facial expressions, I promise you, you have fire in your chart somewhere, because you can't hide, because it's like, and it's like you trying to do that fake smile, but people like, you really don't like this. So no, I don't. I'm sorry. I was trying to, but it's just not working for me. And it's because, again, what they say, when it's hot in the kitchen, you got to get out. If it's too hot in the kitchen, get out. Because you're not going to be able to withstand it. You just can't do it. And that's what a fire sign is that it's the burning truth. Literally.
I was just saying that, like, you follow You have to be very meticulous with fire, and you have to handle it with care, because if you don't, you'll get burned. And that goes without saying. I know what I'm trying to say. Like, you cannot play with fire.
Exactly.
Play with fire, you get burned, baby. Burn, baby, burn. This though is burning. So yeah, so this time you guys might be also outgrowing people. Outgrowing people without guilt. Listen, when Sagittarius grows, it grows. And some people fit into your carry-on luggage on the flight. Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So when the planet grows, we grow, okay? We are growing. We are growing, and we are knowing that we're growing. So that means that we're knowing the things that are happening around us are growing, so we gotta grow. We gotta match the universe's energy, because if the universe is growing and things are changing around us and we're not growing, we're not gonna match the frequency of the universe. So we have to match the vibrational frequency, all right? Now, how are we manifesting during Sagittarius season? We can manifest through movement, all right? Take a walk, dance, travel, rearrange. I literally rearranged my entire house. I didn't tell you this, Bessie, the other day. I told Ash this. I rearranged my entire house the other day, because you can't have clutter going into the new year, for one, but also you cannot manifest much in a mess. So I literally got rid of so many things that were attached to old memories, old energy, and I just got rid of it. So you have to declutter not only your mind, but your space in order to bring in things, right?
Get that feng shui.
So declutter, rearrange, clean. If anything needs attention, you need to act with motion, and you need to activate it to get it out of your way, all right? So that new things can come forward. Speak your manifestations out loud. I just recorded a YouTube video talking about this. Closed mouths don't get fed. So you have to speak what you want into the universe. And also, I have another video coming soon about how you guys can demand things respectfully, demand things from your ancestors, because half of the ish that you're in now are because of them, all right? They left you in a lot of ish,
Listen.
A lot of unfinished business that they didn't take care of, a lot of unpaid tabs, spiritual tabs, they left on your lap. So you have to speak things out into existence, because they don't know what you don't declare. And they can't intervene until you tell them, I need your help. I'm on this plane, I'm on this realm, I'm healing generations of karma and trauma, so I need you guys to intervene. So until you guys declare that, they can't intervene, as well as your guardian angels. Until you tell them that you need them to help you, they can't intervene, okay? Everybody has free will, so you have to declare that you need their help in order for them to come on board and help you. So speak your manifestations out loud. Sagittarius rules the throat of truth. If you've met a Sagittarius, you know. I can't speak for everyone, but the ones that I've met, they've been truth tellers, truth speakers. They've been blunt and honest about what they have going on and whatnot. So utilize that throat shot and speak your manifestations, speak your truth out into the universe, and watch how it boomerangs. It comes back to you. ×2, all right? And be clear about it and be bold. No more whispering your dreams like they're secret. Be clear about it and bold. No more whispering your dreams like they're secret, okay? Stand with courage and affirm your affirmations with courage, because if you want them to come into fruition, you have to speak them with courage into fruition. All right? Set intentions and expansion. Money, love, spiritual gifts, travel, higher education, business plans, growth, anything you want to grow, amplify, or magnify. Anything you want to grow, amplify, or magnify. This is your time to speak that into existence. Boldly. Now is the moment, all right? Release limiting beliefs. Release limiting beliefs. Because believe it or not, if you don't believe in yourself, the universe picks up on it, and that energy manifests. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've said something to myself, or maybe whispered it, and it amplified and magnified, especially because I'm a Sagittarius. So Jupiter heard that real quick. So make sure you're speaking positive to yourself. And sometimes we get down and out and we think that we're not valuable enough or honorable enough sometimes. That's just human nature, but try to speak good things over your life, over yourself, and over yourself, because Jupiter blesses those who leap before they see the landing. Jupiter blesses those who leap before they see the landing, all right? So as we walk boldly into Sagittarius season, my beautiful soul family, you are protected, you are guided, and you are aligned with something much bigger than yourself. So don't shrink, don't second guess. Let Sagittarius fire light up your path and let the universe show you why you were never supposed to play small. Never, especially during Sagittarius season. I've never seen a season be so hype about their sign. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Sagittarius, but I've never seen a sign or never seen a season be so hype about their sign. So I'm very happy that we're in Sagittarius season. I want to give a big happy birthday to all of my Sagittariuses, even my December ones, okay? I love my December ones too. I ride hard for my November ones, but I love my December ones too. And that's all I have, Bestie.
Okay.
So happy Sagittarius season.
Listen. Interesting. I had to look up something because it was something that you were saying and it was something that I heard, and I don't know who needs to hear this, so I'm just going to repeat what I heard. So when you were speaking, I heard children of dragon's blood. So I said, well, what is that? Like, what is that? But it's a Chinese folklore of stories. And so it identified the 9 sons. And so my next question is, well, how do you know? I said, how do you know which of the 9 sons you belong to? Because it said that they were born. It was 9 children born of the dragon. That's how the myth goes. And it says so with, I think it's pronounced by Z. It says they are strong. It says the characteristics are strong, enduring, carries heavy burdens. You might relate if you're resilient and dependable. And then there's Kai Wen, love swallowing, love swallowing. That's what it says. And it says guards against fire. So fits those who are protective and cautious. And then there's Pulau, fond of roaring, linked to bells, resonates with people who are expressive or loud. Then there's Beyond, fierce, justice loving, prison guard, appeals to those with a strong sense of fairness. And then there's Tao T, greedy, gluttonous, but it says a mirror for indulgent or pleasure seeking personalities. I'll break that down a little more. It means that when people are in your presence, you show them themselves and they may not like what they see. So then they want to fight against you, right? Then there's Gong Fu, loves water, seen on bridges, suits those who are adaptable and fluid in life. Then there's Yazi, aggressive, warlike, matches competitive, bold, or combative spirits. Suani, lion like, loves smoke and meditation, connects with spiritual contemplative people. And then the last is Zhao Tu, introverted, protective, ideal for those who value privacy and guarding their space. And the reason why I believe I was led to share this with you all is because in the Sagittarius season, think about it. We start off the year in fire and we end in fire. I just want well, technically we started off in earth, right? But earth begets fire. Think of two sticks rubbing together. There's this whole road that we've been burning through this entire time. And I feel like it's going to come out more. So I did want to read that to you all. Because with Sagittarius, that's many of the characteristics of Sagittarius, honestly. Um, we're quick to carry somebody else's burden, right? And that's because we're protective. We're protective of our own. Oh, you ain't got to carry it, I'll carry it for you. Then, of course, like I just said, we're protective, but we're also cautious because we're very self aware. We're aware of the energies around us, we're aware of the energies in people. Like I said earlier, you can't sneak anything past the Sagittarius. You may think you can. You may think you can, but you're not. Just let you know that. Um, Expressive and loud. Is that not a Sagittarius? Expressive and loud. We're and you know, yeah, I can say this. We're very expressive people. That's what draws people to us. That's what people say. It's like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with it? Like, for example, when I first met Bestie, we was walking on the tour. The tour guide was walking with our parents, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it I it for whatever reason it reminded me of Singing in the Rain. It wasn't raining, but there was this like little wall that's on the side of the walkway. And I just was like, I just jumped up and I was like, I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. And she's just looking at me like, what is wrong with this boy? And she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And she was just like, I don't know. It was just like the energy. So it's like we've always had this. What? Okay, I see you, boo. I see you. Okay. And it's like that's what Sagittarius do. It's like we see you. You don't have to say nothing. You could just be doing something. It's like, oh, okay. Child, somebody that had a makeover and they feeling themselves, okay? You know, and it's like they may not even have said, they could be just walking in with their head down a little bit and trying to be inconspicuous, but the Sagittarius is going to be that same person that calls it out. Like right before like I would say like 30 minutes before I got on the live, I was at a neighbor's house and we were talking, and she starts to talk. And I looked at her and I said, you have Sagittarius in you. And she looked at me and she's like, how do you know that? I was like, because you're showing me characteristics that I know. I said, you're acting like my mother and my best friend. And I said, they're both Sagittarius. And she was just like, yeah, my birthday is like next week.
You know, when you know, you know.
When you know. Like it's just certain qualities and characteristics that a Sagittarius have that nobody else have. And yes, we all have our thoughts on Sagittarius, but you will know a Sagittarius trait. Like I even told somebody one time, I was just talking to the young guy and I was like, listen, I mean, I know it's another sign, but I was like, you have Leo somewhere in your chart. And he was just like, yeah, that's my sun sign. I was like, I know it. I see it. I feel it.
Fire.
Fire knows fire. Okay. So, but I'm just going to say, just look up the 9 traits of the 9 sons. I really don't know who that is for, but it's really just like, just stress out to look at it. So if you're watching this on the replay, this is for you, because I've never heard of the term children of the dragon's blood, right? Never heard of it. But we are going to get into these cards though, because I'm interested in knowing what the spirit want us to know about in this Sagittarius energy, besides seeing what it is, seeing things for what they are. I can even say this. Best, I think I said this to you on yesterday. But I was in this little funk, like it was very little, like it wasn't big or major. And I was just like, it was almost like, what is going on? What's on me? Right. And it was just like this little bit of energy, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it attached itself to me. I know nothing. I just know it was there. And I realized that I had transformed, but I was trying to still act like the energy that I was in previously. And it's like, no, that's not even who you are anymore. What's going on? Get it together. And I just was like, nope, I'm not going to be in this energy. And I rejected that energy. And I was like, that had to be my Sagittarius side, because my Sagittarius side do not put up with that kind of stuff. My Sagittarius side, well, oh baby, wait, what is going on in the atmosphere? No, 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 no. We're gonna burn this up. We're gonna sage it down and we're gonna move on because we're not gonna be here. No. Sagittarius is about movement. I'm hearing that right now. Sagittarius is about movement because think about it. It's represented by a horse, half man. Yes, centaur, right? Horses are known for moving. Horses are known for moving. And then the men, the half man side is holding a bow and arrow, meaning you're making your mark and you're going for your mark. So whatever it is, that's the energy that Sagittarius is giving you. What how are you going to move? Are you going to try to move like a turtle when you're in the energy of the horse? Let's be real. And then how are you aiming for your mark? Are you just going to just blindly do it? Are you going to aim for what you truly want at right now? Are you going to just guesstimate? No. I had to catch myself. I almost said I don't even know how I was going to say it. But I was about to say, instead of Sagittarius, strategist. Because Sagittarius are strategists. They're not, huh? Let me, I cannot hear you. Oh, there you go. I could not hear you. So I was like, what's happening? But yeah, strategy, like you're not, everything that a strategy, see, I was about to say it again. Everything that a Sagittarius does is strategic. You may not catch it at first, you may not see it at first, you may not understand it at first, but I guarantee it is strategic. And it's strategic because we see what needs to be done. You will get mad at us for pointing you in the right direction if we blatantly tell you to do something. Girl, you should just do, you can't handle it. Why? Because it's too hot. So we have to strategize, how can I point this person in the right direction so that it don't seem like I'm bullying them? Because a lot of people do feel like Sagittarius are bullies. I have heard that. They're just like, oh, they're mean, they're horrible. And I'm like, are you sure? You might have misread the room. You might have misread the room. I have even heard of people, like growing up, just watching people how they treated my mother, right? Instead of having an open and honest conversation with her, they made assumptions. And ironically, the first three letters of assumptions is an ass, which is a complete opposite of the horse. But anyway, um, just watching how people would treat my mother, and I'm just like, if you had a conversation, you would have understood where she was coming from. You would have understood why the plans were made the way that they are, right? And it is not just so much as understanding, but it's like there is this presence when you're in the energy of Sagittarius. Baby, again, it's hot, it's fire. You can't cool down fire. It's either present or it's not. It's not hot and or cold. It's hot or cold. Okay. So when you're in this energy, you have to understand that you're either going to be turned all the way up or you're not. So when you're trying to harness this type of energy, just understand whatever it is that you're trying to hold in on or go in, zone in on, zoom in on. There we go. Thank you. You have to be ready to go all in or not at all. Because think about it again, this is we're coming up on the last month of the year. Yes, I know it ends in Capricorn. I do know that. But for the majority of the month, it is Sagittarius. Let's be clear, right? And so for half of December, you are preparing to be launched into the new year. What are you launching intentionally for the new year? You don't prepare for the new year the day of, right? You don't prepare for a launch of your business the day of. You prepare gradually because you have a mark that you have to get. There's only two cards pulling out, and I'm just gonna read them because that's why I've been shuffling. The first card was the Four of Cups. Now, if you saw my video last night with a spiritual progress report, I talked about how at this time, Spirit is saying, I did not forget you. You've been in this energy of like, I tried this, it didn't work out. I tried that and it didn't work out. And Spirit is saying, like, listen, I got that last cup right here under the rainbow. And the rainbow is important because if you think about the way it was given to me was the biblical term where we find out about what the rainbow represents. When Noah's and the ark was there, Spirit, God, gave the rainbow as a promise to Noah that I would not destroy the earth in the same way. Spirit is saying, you will not be destroyed the same way you was destroyed before. And I'm honoring this promise because I have this for you. This is a gifting to you. So many of you are going to get gifts from Spirit. It may come out of the blue. You may be expecting something, right? And then when you get it, it's going to be a lot more than what you expected, right? Like somebody could say, "Oh, I got a few things. I was just getting rid. You was just cleaning, right? I got a few things that I'm getting out of my closet, and I thought of you. And you're just thinking, okay, maybe it's like a pair of pants and coat or something, and they bring it to you, and it's things that still have the tag on them. They have never been worn." And you're like, wait, you never worn these? No, I bought them because I thought I was going to wear them, but I never really got a chance to go anywhere to wear them. So I just like, I don't want to waste them. And I know like, hey, here you go. And then you put these items on and you look like $1,000,000 and people hate on you because you look like $1,000,000, not even knowing that people blessed you with this because you are blessed, right? That's the type of energy that you're going to be in. For people are going to start pouring into you, which is another thing. Do not pass up any blessings during this time. Do not. Why? Because you have already struggled enough. Why would you turn down a blessing? What I was also hearing is like, don't be so like you already got that discerning eye, right? You already know who you're going to receive stuff from and when you're not going to receive. Don't be in that energy of, okay, well, I know this person is not going to be, I know that I could trust this person with whatever they're going to gift me with, right? But you're just like, but I also know that this person was maybe struggling last month. I also know that this person tends to go through a lot of stuff. So you know what, like you don't have to buy me a gift. Like you don't have to do that. Like we're good, we cool. Thank you. Just for being my friend. We're good. No, stop it. Spirit is like, I'm blessing you because how many times have you given out and never received anything from those people? So the very fact that the people that you helped or that you know was in a struggle is able to bless you, that means that spirit has blessed them to bless you because you bless them. That is your return of investment, ROI. And this even came up yesterday too, by the way. So this lets me know that this is a continuation for the collective in this energy. Accept the blessings this time. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Okay. And then the Two of Swords is here. But what I'm hearing is don't be blind. You know what it is. You see it for what it is. If you see a turkey, daggone it, it's a turkey. What Bestie say last week? If it seems like it's a duck, baby, it's a damn duck. It ain't nothing else. It's a damn duck. Okay? Like don't try to make it seem what it is. Thank you. Because I was like, where I was like, did she say this? Yes, you did. When Ashley was talking about how the veil will come off your eyes, will fall off your eyes, baby. In this set of the deck, they are helping her remove the veil off of her eyes. Because I'm saying, Spirit is saying, do not pretend like you're not seeing what you're seeing, because you are. And you are for a reason. People, you're going to start seeing traps before they even get laid down. Before you even walk out the building good, you're going to get the answer that you need, whether to stay or to get the hell out. Then that's how it's coming to me. Because for some of you, you've been in situations for so long that you've just gotten accustomed to the way that things are done, and you have settled. But now when the veil is removed, if it has not already been removed, you're going to start making movement, and you're going to start making movement in the right way. I also know this to be true because last year around this time is the time when I started making movement. And whenever I started making movement, and I also was just sharing this at my neighbors, when I started making movement, that's when the blessings started pouring in, even when I didn't know that they were blessings at the time. I now can look back on this past year and say, oh, that was a blessing. This was something that I have been working on for years, and now I'm doing it. Now I have the time to do it. Now I have the space and energy to do it. Now I'm in a mental and mindful space where I can actually enjoy what I'm doing. A lot of people can't say that. So when the veil is off your eyes and you have to move away from that person, place, or thing, do it. Unapologetically do it. Do it so much so that your heart is like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to jump off this bridge, and if I fly, I fly. That is giving me very much so. If you know the story of Queen Esther, when she went to go save her people, her cousin said, girl, you sure you want to do this? She said, yes, I'm going to do this, and if I perish, I perish, but I got to go see the king. I got to make my petition known. I got to go make movement, because I can no longer sit up here and act like this is not a problem. I got to go and speak up for my people. I got to go make justice happen. Sometimes justice is not going to happen for you until you make the movement, right? How can, so if you know that somebody lawfully did something wrong for you, and you was like, oh, I need to take them to court. You only take them to court when you pick up the phone and you call the lawyer's office and tell them what's happening and say, I want to make a case. I want you to represent me in the court of law. That is you making movement, right? I don't know who needed to hear that, but that is you making movement. But whenever you make movement, that's when I need y'all to explain that to me. Because they said that's when the walls of justice fall down. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. We're talking about upholding justice, right? So if we're talking about walls of justice, oh, okay. Thank you. I heard entrapment. That's when people start to use the justice system to entrap people. That's when it starts to fall down, and then you get true justice, right? Don't be so focused on the accolades that people show you and the things that they show you to mask what's really there. If they're not for you, they're going to show you that this is not for you, and you're going to get the true justice that you see. Don't be like the people who get scammed, right? They get scammed because they have the veil on their eyes. They don't know what to look for. Spirit is like, no, I'm not going to lead you anywhere where you're not going to know, because when you're connected with me, I'm going to point out to you. Some of you are going to actually see colors. It's going to be like a flash of color, like red light, green light, something like that. Either way, you're going to interpret it like, oh, not to go that one. That was, I don't feel, when I see this color, that's a bad color. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I'm seeing it. It's like you're going to see flashes of light, and this is going to be like, oh, that's flashing anything. That's a warning. That's slow down. Slow down. Slow your roll, homie. Okay? Because so there's somebody that I work with, and he began to tell me about this some things that he wants to do in the future. Let me put it that way. And I said, okay. I said, but I want you to be mindful and careful, because I don't want you to get up here and be bamboozled and tricked, because too many people out here are doing that already. And I don't want that for you. Because a lot of people, when they don't know something, will cling on and grab for everything. And that's where we make the mistakes, because we don't center ourselves. And again, remember what I said about the Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy is about making the mark. What? Hold on. Right here. What you see? Once I pick it up. Archery. Sagittarius. Well, you can't see it on. Hold on. Let me. Literally, the archer. Literally holding a bow. Literally looking before she's shooting the bow, an arrow, or using the bow to shoot the arrow. This is where we have to be in this season. What do you really want? Aim for it and shoot. Aim for it and move. Aim for it and make the investment. Whatever it is, aim for it and just do it. Don't talk yourself out of doing it. Just do it. Like Nike, just do it. That's all I have for the collective.
Do it. Awesome. You're reading, but you need to stop acting like you have that veil over you. Veil has hell. The veil was lifted when we entered into the age of Aquarius. So you are no longer blindsided. You are no longer blinded. You are no longer being led by faith and not by sight. You see and you feel everything for what it is. So go for it. Question yourself. Even if you do question yourself, still go for it. Go for it while questioning yourself. Because the time is now, and I always hear that, yo, listen, it's serious. You know when you're going to take your last breath. So do it. Do it.
Exactly.
Serious season be your biggest motivator. I love it. So you already know what time it is. It's the time where B puts tarot to the test, where you can ask him anything under the sun. Advice, love, career, even that strange dream you had last night. You are getting guidance from a seasoned seer, from a seasoned astrologer, from a seasoned psychic. All right. All of that for just $11.11. So go ahead and cash that. I can pin it Once we see your payment, drop your question and we will get right into it. Thank you, that's a question for B.
Oh, no. And that's not it. I don't know where my head is. It's still on this reading, child. I'm telling y'all, that was for me just as much as it was for y'all.
BD Royal. BD
B.
Royal.
Yes.
Royal in this heat. And in the meantime, in between time, this is the season for you guys to that new money, that stability, new opportunities. And if it was ever a time for you to do it, the time is now. I know I sound like a broken record, but Sagittarius season. It's ruled by the planet Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system. Now is the time for you guys to manifest. Now is the time for you guys to speak things into fruition. Now I was not pinned it. I thought I pinned it. I was pinned. Now was the time. All right. So if you are feeling that, you are curious, if you are wondering what's happening next, what's happening with my life, please decode the dream I had last night. Please let me know if this person is the one. Now is your time to ask B. This is your moment to ask B. And honestly, I'm thinking about all the things that I need to prepare for Sagittarius season. I did a ritual today. And after that was done, I just felt like I just got a lot of things just cleared out of my system. But I need to go ahead and use the rest of this journal or the rest of this calendar up before it's too late. Because seriously, like honestly, guys, like before you know it, the year is done, and we're already in 2026. So this is why we have to be intentional. Be intentional with things you are trying to call in. Be intentional with your incantation. You are writing out. Every single morning, you guys know that every morning I have my incantations that I recite. Every single day, I have a list of incantations that I recite how I start my morning. I even do it now to where I do, hey sis, never did too. Hi, thank you for joining us. I have all of my incantations that I recite every single morning. And now I've incorporated that with my children. So I play the positive affirmations in the back so that they can have that as makes a world of difference. You guys may not see it instantly, but as your day goes on, you will feel the shift in energy. You will feel the shift in your vibration, aligning your chakra. Feel it. I'm telling you, you have to start your day right. How you started right, you started with aligning yourself. I know it's so easy to grab that phone when y'all get up, check those notifications. That's the easy part. What about aligning yourself? What about centering yourself? What about just mastering your own energy before you go from the debt, from social media, from TikTok? Okay? I don't even use it. If I don't know how to pronounce it, I don't even use it. So this is the time. That was your time. That was the time for you guys to really hone in on that Sagittarius.
Right.
I'm just so excited that it's Sagittarius season. I just love Sagittarius, and I've never been this pumped for it. I mean, last year I was like, okay, I have another birthday, another year I get older, yada, yada, yada. But as I'm growing wiser and getting more comfortable in my own skin, I'm really understanding that it's a time for me not to only get older, I say wiser, but it's a time for me to learn each time we move into a different season, you have to ask yourself, what are we learning?
Exactly.
What is this season teaching me,
What is it teaching me?
We have to think that each season is teaching us something different. So keep that in mind and make sure you guys harness the energy of Jupiter during the Sagittarius season. And I appreciate everybody for being here. Oh my, tonight was such a special topic. because I'm a Sagittarius, being
Right.
Sagittarius is on online with us. So yeah, this has really hit home for me. And I'm gonna take my own advice and really think, move freer and dream louder during Sagittarius season. And I truly hope you guys do the same because listen, the next time you're gonna get this opportunity to harness this energy will be next year. And who's to say that you make it to next year? That's why you gotta take advantage of it.
And I was going to because so one of the things is the number 4 follows me around. So I have it tattooed on my ankle. I do. And one of my frat brothers and I were talking, and I was telling him about. I was like, listen, I got to show it to you. I said, this is how much the number 4 follows me around. It's currently on my end. It says it's 4 people watching, so I don't take that lightly. But when he saw the design, he was like, did you design that? And I said, yeah. I said, I just felt like it should be drawn this way. He said, interestingly enough, the way I have designed the 4 looks like the Jupiter sign. And he had to show it to me. He had to show it to me. And I was like, really? He said, look it up. I looked it up, and sure enough, this number 4 looks like the Jupiter sign. And I wish you could show us. I like to see that. Yeah, and he said that he was like, that's affiliated with Sagittarius. And I said, well, I do have Sagittarius in my chart. So I said it works. It works both ways. Yeah. It just makes sense. I love that. Oh my goodness. And you know what? 4 is significant of protection. So wherever you go, you're protected, honey. And I just had that conversation with them. I was like, I'm not afraid. And I didn't, you know what? Talking about it now, in hindsight, Sagittarius are so fearless that we will do things that other people will be afraid to do. Why, you may ask? Because we're afraid of what? Afraid of what? Like damn thing. Right. So and I was sharing with them. So the one neighbor was talking about how her girlfriend was saying, she don't want her to drive Lyft by herself. She wants her to have a shank or something with her. And she was like, I don't need all that. She said, and if the person behind me, if they gonna get me, they just gonna get me, right? But I'm driving, so I'll slam into another car. We all gonna be gone, something. And I said, well, true. And then I began to share with them on my first trip to so far my only trip so far. Let me put that out now. All right, y'all gonna send me back? All right, cool. But the first time I went to Jamaica, I was there for a week, and I was there with a friend. And the friend was like, we had walked from where I was staying to the college. Very beautiful. I was in Kingston, Jamaica. And he was like, okay, now it's time to go. And I was like, time to go? I said, but it's beautiful out here. The sun's still out. He was like, yeah, but it's going to take us a long time to get back to where you are. And it's going to get dark out. And I don't want us to get robbed because we still got to go through some rough areas. And I said, just give me a few more minutes. He's like, all right, like maybe 5 more minutes. But that's it. We got to go. Like he was adamant about it. And so I was like, okay. And so I'm taking the campus in. And then we start walking back. And then I said, well, why? Explain to me. He said, because I have gotten robbed on this street so many times at gunpoint or at knife or with a machete. And I don't want that. Right. They use machetes like an everyday tool there. No lie. And so he was like, I don't want the same thing for you. Like you're a visitor, like you're easily can be spotted out because you have an American accent. You could not, you don't even act, and I can't do a Jamaican accent. I can't do it if my life depended on it right now. So needless to say, we start walking. We didn't have any problems until we went to the shopping center and they were closing, and I went to get a cab. The cab driver was like, okay, I'll take you home. And I said, wait, let me go get my friends. He saw one of my friends who was very flamboyantly gay. And he was like, Nope, I'm closed. And I looked at him and said, you know what? I'm a child of God. And God will be dealing with you. So don't be surprised if your tire pops. If you run out of gas or somebody run you off the road, just know that this is payback for dissing me, for not honoring your word. Don't. I get it.
You off the road, damn.
I get it from my mama. I was raised by a Sagittarius. I'm trying to tell you, I speak it fluently.
God, run you off the road, bestie.
Baby, run him off the road. He don't need to be driving. If you're that pompous that you feel like you can't offer anybody a ride, and you're gonna get paid, mind you.
It's not charity work.
Right. It's nothing free. I'm paying. Okay. I'll take my coin elsewhere and hope you make it home safely.
Yeah, I forgot that they're like really like.
And so again, we make this extra 45-minute walk back to my spot untouched. That was the only incident that we had. And he looked at me and he was just like, I can't believe it. He said, had I not been with you, I would have never believed you. He said, as many times as I have walked on the street and nobody touched us, nobody try to harm us in any type of way or anything. And I said, yes, because I am not afraid. And the neighbor was saying, she was like, yeah, because I'm not afraid. And I said, exactly. I was like, and I have always been in this space. I am protected. So any obstacle that try to take me out, baby, be careful. What Cardi say, be careful with me. Right.
Protected on every realm.
On every realm. You don't know who my ancestors are. I didn't know at the time. I discussed it with Bestie earlier, but baby, I didn't know at the time I had ancestors on that island. Baby, they said, not this one. Not this one.
That's not my anointed.
They said, not this one. Listen. And I had a good time when I was there. That I really do want to go back. Because I want to go to the Bob Marley Museum. But yeah, it was amazing there. It was amazing.
You have to walk into rooms like you are protected, because that fear will like supersede, or that confidence will supersede that fear. But think about it, when you're fearful, like it seems like everything starts coming at you and shit just goes left, because that fear like bleeds like for like opportunities to just like sink and like flunk. You know what I'm saying? So when you have confidence, it's like you attract confident opportunities. And you attract things that are going to work their way out and work their way through. But when you're fearful, like it's like things just like fall through. So you have to make sure that you're attracting what you're vibrating at. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Do what you gotta do. And don't walk into any room, any establishment, any company fearful, because not only can people sense that, but you'll attract those opportunities. So always walk like you got the number 4 tatted on you like bestie.
Okay. Harness that Jupiter energy, honey. I'm not Sailor Jupiter, but baby, she was a bad one, won't she? For all my anime fans out there. Listen.
Yeah, one. So yeah, guys, just continue to walk boldly into serious season. And remember, you are protected, you are guided, and you are aligned with so many things bigger than you. So many things much bigger than you. So don't shrink, don't second guess, and let Sagittarius season, let the fire light your path and light your way up. And let the universe show you where you've been never supposed to go. And we appreciate, love, and value everyone new that was on tonight. Our new and returning subscribers, not subscribers, I'm thinking we're on YouTube. Our new and returning people that are on the platform, love, appreciate, and value you. This will conclude tonight's episode of Cards and Conversations, where every episode unfolds a deck, of intriguing discussions. Just in case you guys didn't know, we do this every Tuesday, 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. So we will see you guys next Tuesday, same time, same place, Cards and Conversations for every episode on Goes a Deck of Discussions. Happy Sagittarius season. See you guys next week. Sagittarius season. See you guys next week.
And thank you all for joining and witnessing the ride. I was going to edit, but I think it's necessary to see the message that was coming out and the message that was almost hindered because of what was taking place. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show.